talk a little bit about how you balance grad school, this school, and burger bartending?
Not very well. It's intensely stressful. If I'm not doing work for school here or homework for grad school, I'm at work. So I have almost no time where I'm not busy doing something.
What? Oh, shit. Hello.
Yeah, we're recording.
Okay, great. So you're going to record me swearing and cackling and all the rest
It's
of it?
like you're on your own reality show.
It's really not, though. It's not that entertaining.
She's like Kanye in Keeping Up with the Kardashians, where she just avoids the camera.
I have to be some sort of like irrelevant side character. I can't be a big deal.
I'm Deidre Reimers. So I teach at HB and I also bartend at a restaurant in Washington, D.C. called Plan B. It's a burger, beer, and bourbon bar that's right on the National Mall. I bartended full-time until I started teaching, and I made more money bartending full-time than I do teaching full-time. So I had to keep the second job in order to be able to pay all of my bills.
Oh, yeah. Yes, a lot. No, I'm not the muscle. They don't pay me enough for that, so I get a manager to muscle.
How much is the muscle?
Yeah, I just direct traffic. And they only pay me $2.13 an hour, so I'm not kicking anybody out for that much money.
You didn't tell them the story about the armed patron that she took out, Deidre?
No, there was no armed patron. Don't be dramatic. I did kick out a congressman once, though. Because he was trying to take his shirt off down here. Do you remember that? He lives upstairs, the Republican guy from Pennsylvania. He was trying to get naked in the bar. He thought he was at home. So we had to be like, bye.
Bartending is annoying and entertaining at the same time. Drunk people are really funny until they're not. But for me, it's also really nice to do something different than this. And it keeps me sort of more on task and focused on this, that I can go someplace else a couple of times a week and just be me and let loose and be an adult and make drinks and tell raunchy jokes, and then I don't, say inappropriate things to small children when I'm at school. So I always wanted to be a teacher, but everyone in my family when I was going to college told me not to, because I wasn't going to make enough money, because it was going to be really hard. They said do something else. And so I did. I did something else for a really long time, and I made more money at it, but I wasn't happy. And so I went back and I did a program that Virginia offers called a Career Switcher program. They gave me credit for having an undergraduate degree and just had me take some education classes so I could teach. And that's how I came to teaching.
Okay, so the last time I saw you on Monday, we were talking about classical conditioning. How did that work? What was an example? What was one of the experiments we talked about? Not Ariel, because she's not in this pretty
dog in the bell.
The dog in the bell. Okay, so the bell was supposed to make the dog do what?
Salivate.
Okay. And we also talked about baby Albert, not Albert. Okay. But what we were doing with the classical conditioning was turning a neutral stimulus into a starts with a C. Conditioned stimulus, right?
HB is awesome, and you guys are amazing, and getting to teach kids like you, it just makes all the reasons why I wanted to be a teacher really real for me every day. And I feel like in another school, I might only feel like that once in a while. So I feel really, really lucky that this was the first job that I got, and that every single day I get to work with kids that make me so sure that I did the right thing by switching and becoming a teacher. I think HB supports its teachers brilliantly. I think APS does the best it can, but I think that politics plays into the education system a lot, and that's kind of unfortunate, because I think teachers should be the ones that are really... I think a lot of people who are involved in the politics of teaching aren't teachers or haven't been for a really long time, and for me it's the same thing with bartending. A lot of times my bosses at work haven't actually done the job that I do in so long they don't remember what it's like. So they don't remember that I need to set the bar up in a certain way for it to function. They don't remember that we need to set the classroom up in a certain way for it to be accessible to everyone. They're asking us to do things that maybe aren't really practical for what a teacher does every single day. Same as with the bar, where my boss asks me to do things that I just practically can't accomplish during my shift. And so it's just a little bit of frustration where they have the knowledge and the education, but they haven't actually done it in so long that they don't understand the daily challenges of it as well as the people who do it every day do. And so I feel like we should have more of a voice as teachers in the politics of education than people who haven't taught in decades or people who've never taught at all. I think that teaching kids is the only way that you can push social change, If you guys aren't given a good education, if you're not exposed to good role models, if you're not taught civic responsibility, then you're not going to grow up to be the kind of people that I think should be making decisions for our country, participating in our political systems, running businesses, being employers and employees. I think you guys need a lot of positive people helping you to become positive, good adults, and I wanted to be one of those people.